We'll start off our conversation about the relative value of the pieces by talking about the pawn being the weakest of all pieces. But in that very weakness lies great strength. Any other piece must run from the pawn's attack. If, for example, a knight or a rook attacks a pawn, it's sufficient to defend that pawn with another man. Capturing the pawn will then entail a net loss. On the other hand, if a pawn attacks a knight or rook, the attack piece can hardly stand its ground, even if defended by another piece, since its capture would entail a loss of knight or rook from a mere pawn. The pawns are thus the most effective pieces for controlling space in the battlefield. Pieces such as the knights, the bishops, or the rooks, and even the queens dare not thread around the squares attacked by pawns. We'll later see why when we talk about strategic planning that pawns define the boundaries of each side territory. A planned and gradual advance of pawns can gain maneuvering space for other pieces and cramp the opponent's men. What's important to know for now is that the value of a pawn is that of 1 point. Remember that the value that's assigned to pieces is based on the number of squares that they control. And because the movement of the pawns is very limited, they were assigned the value of 1 point.